Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we are going to be taking a look at some of the possible HQ locations as well as the warehouse spots for the upcoming Grand Theft Auto Online DLC, Adventures, and Finance and Felony. So this is actually a live commentary. I'm playing as Franklin right now. We're on top of the Maze Bank. We're looking over the city of Los Santos. And yesterday, Rockstar released information on Finance and Felony. They talked about when it was going to be coming out. They teased some screenshots. And luckily, I think it was either IGN or another site, they actually got the 4K versions of the screenshot, which really allow us to, I guess, get a better look at this screenshot in particular right here. Now, what's great about this screenshot is two things. The first of which, and I'll zoom in on that in a second, is the computer screen where you can see a bunch of red dots. Now, in my earlier video, I stated that those red dots might have been like drug deals or buying and selling opportunities, but what I really think they are either warehouse or headquarters locations. And those are obviously mapped or marked all around the map. So in a little bit, I'm going to be going around to some of those locations and trying to find many of them for you guys. A lot of the warehouses are actual warehouses in game, and you can actually go to them. So it'll be interesting to see what Rockstar does. I'm guessing they're going to do sort of what they did to Benny's Original Motorworks, where they just transform an area into a usable interior. I guess we're really just going to have to find out. But also, you can kind of tell where this headquarters is located based off of the ever so convenient reflection on that glass bowl. So in the reflection, you can see two buildings for the most part. One of them is like the Shacks building, Shalong Shacks. I don't really know how to pronounce that whatsoever. And the other one looks to be the Maze Bank building. And thanks to some help from the GTA Forum site, a couple of other members on Twitter like Yan2295, we can actually kind of find out where maybe another one of these headquarters is located. So right now in game, I am floating in front of the Arcadius Business Center. So number one, that already kind of makes sense for a business-like headquarters location to be. A business center. That sounds pretty awesome. If I float down even lower, you guys can kind of see an entranceway right there. There seems to be multiple different entrance points, which is pretty cool. This building also has mini garages. And what's pretty neat, in single player, you'll actually see elevators going up these shafts right here, which is pretty cool. Like, look at that. You can see them going up and down. So it's a pretty dynamic building, and one you might assume would be the home for our HQs. So if we float to the top, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to land the helicopter on top of the building, I'll kind of show you guys how this might be the building that we're actually in, thanks to the reflection we can see in that screenshot. So I'm going to go into map editor mode right now just so you can see a little bit better. Obviously on my left, I've got the Maze Bank building, and on the right, it's Shalongberg's Shacks or whatever it is. So these traditionally would be flipped since in the reflection shot, you would be seeing vice versa, just like you would in a normal mirror, everything's flipped. So what I'll do right now is I'll take a screenshot and I'll flip them. And that's exactly how they kind of look in the original image. So this would lead me to believe that this is the building that we're actually inside. So I'm actually inside of the building right here, and this is kind of the view I would imagine we would have from one of the office buildings. I'm literally inside the building right now, so again, this might look a little bit weird, but if we just go outside, you can see, I would imagine we would be on a level like this, somewhere in the middle. Those elevators are so cool, man. I hope that's a feature that's used in game. So I think that's pretty neat, and I do think that is the location of one of the headquarters. So once again, because the map is not crystal clear, even in 4K, we really do have to zoom in to see a lot. I think this is the best guess we're going to get. All signs kind of point to the fact that this is the building, the location of the Maze Bank, the Shalongberg Shacks, and you've also got a helipad on top, which I'm almost assuming we're going to be able to use in-game when the DLC does launch. As I mentioned earlier, there's a garage space down below. There's multiple different entrances. I mean, for goodness sake, this is a business center, so you would have to imagine that Rockstar would take advantage of the name, oh gosh, That's not good. You would have to imagine that Rockstar would take advantage of the name and the location and all the services it provides. So now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this map on the screen right now. This was an image sent to me on Twitter by Zombie Source. He has kind of mapped out kind of roughly where the locations of some of these warehouses are going to be. And I'm going to show you guys a few of them right now. So this first one is actually at the airport. It's located right off to the side. And you wouldn't really think about this if you weren't looking for a warehouse. But you can see this is a Bill Gecko, I think that's what it is. Shipping services. You can see it just looks like a really normal building. It's got this massive garage right here. And if we actually go in map editor mode, you can see that there isn't a lot going on with this building. So I'll go inside of it real quick, and it's nothing. It's pretty much just hollowed out, which has a lot of potential because obviously Rockstar can just load up an interior in here if they really wanted to, and they'd be able to create the inside of this place. So for now, it's just a big old empty hollow room, but it is located on that map that Rockstar did show off in that one screenshot. Okay, so here's another one right here. We're on an Elysian Island right now. This is, you can see we're on the port, literally right by the docks. And this is kind of a smaller one. So again, I'm not sure if these warehouses are going to vary in prices or they're going to differ based on location, but you can definitely tell this one is a lot smaller based on that other one we looked at. But you've got the few things you want to look for: garage door. You've got obviously regular doors that would allow you to go inside. I'm not even sure what company this is. Well, it just says public prohibited. So let me actually go ahead and go into map editor mode, and I'll check this out for you guys real quick. We'll go inside, and it's the exact same thing. It's just a hollowed out building, which maybe that's why Rockstar is using these. They're using the hollowed out buildings because they will act as perfect, I guess, interiors when they decide to ultimately load them into the game. So that's another location right there. Okay, so here's another location that's actually in Strawberry. It's just south of that building that's having construction done on it. And you can see these warehouses really do vary in shapes and size and what they offer. But for the most part, all of them are like very warehouse style buildings. So you can see this one is straight and direct. I think that's piping components. So all of them seem to have a kind of, storage / industrial kind of vibe and kind of environment. And I'm almost willing to bet that if we go into map editor once again and we go inside, it'll be hollowed out. Yeah, this is the exact same way. This building's a little bit different in structure because it's got some exterior that you can actually go into. But for the most part, its interior is hollow, which, just like all the other ones we've looked at, does possibly confirm that Rockstar are using these as like perfectly blank canvases for the interiors of the warehouses when they do decide to add them in Adventures in Finance and Felony. Here's another good location too. This is just south of Grove Street, and I think this is also the building that Trevor tortured that guy in. I'm really not too sure, but you can see there's 18-wheelers right here. You've got these loading bays. Again, another industrial style area. This one has piping and tubing going all out from underneath it. So let's actually go inside of the map editor again, and let's see if we can discover the same thing. Yeah, it's absolutely hollow. This one's got water underneath it, but again, this might indicate that this has potential for Rockstar to add an interior. And I don't even know if these buildings have to be hollow. I'm pretty sure they could hollow them out if they really wanted to. But it is a good sign that it is possible that they could, add the interior like that into the game and complete it, and obviously make it a very nice warehouse for us in Finance and Felony. So anyways, that's all the warehouses that I'm going to be going over for you guys today. Hopefully that gave you a pretty good idea of where they're going to be and where they're going to be located. Again, we're not 100% sure on any of this. None of this has been confirmed. That's just information that we're gathering from the images that have been released by Rockstar so far. Now, as I've stated in previous videos, they are going to be releasing new information on this, I guess, sometime at the start of the week. So maybe by then we'll have a little bit more knowledge on the warehouse locations, maybe what those red dots mean. But for now, it's pretty cool to go look around for this stuff. And I really do think Rockstar are going to utilize these areas because they are pretty awesome. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section down below. Do you think my theory is correct about the headquarters location? What do you think about some of the warehouse potential spots we looked at today? If you did go on to enjoy, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.